Hi Seekers, welcome back to this week's episode of Scry with me. I am grateful to have you join our channel this week. Go ahead and get started into the reading. Let's bless up the space. Let's get some rosemary burning. And again, we're going to be using same books as before. We have our charms here, as well as we're going to be using the Energy Oracle deck this week. And yeah, let's get started. Taurus universe, are there any messages for us, for the collective? Are there any messages that are meant to be aligned with the Scry with me message? May they come forth. May we be connected and may we be protected along this reading for this week. See what messages come forth. Ready? Inner dimension that is oscillating at a speed beyond that of the physical. This sounds a lot like the soul self already. So, first message here. Inner dimension that is oscillating at a speed beyond that of the physical. Okay, let's see what our second message is, okay? All right, here we go. Any expectation that our life should be run for us by others, whether parents, teachers, spiritual leaders, the government, or even God, is a frustration of that purpose. Let's go ahead and get the third and last message for this Scry with me reading. When I was your age, I still did a lot of dumb things. But now, I know that the greatest lessons sometimes come from the events that seem so bad in the moment that they happen. And this is one of those moments for you. We've had this message before. The greatest lessons sometimes come from the events that seem so bad in the moment they happen. And this is one of those moments for you. We've had that in one of our Scrying with me readings. I can't remember what episode, but I remember that message. The thing is, I didn't land on that part where it says when I was your age. So there's a sense of relatability here. When I was your age, I still did a lot of dumb things. Ooh, this pen is bleeding today. I don't know if y'all can see this, but like it is writing thick. Oh my goodness, it's almost like blood. It's literally like an ox blood color. It's called sangria, but it looks like ox blood. And my pen's never done this, so I don't know why it's writing so thick, like it's bleeding out. Bleeding out. A confession of faults. Bleeding out, confessing the faults of the self. When I was your age, I still did a lot of dumb things. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you can see this, but look how thick the eye, like this right here is an eye. Like it's literally like, look at that. You know what I mean? Like I could literally put this on my third eye, you know? Let's go ahead and pull some charms. There we go. Turtle. Turtle again, slowly but surely. A steady pace wins the race. The race of life, that of experience. Peace, being at peace with the experience, right? And being at peace with our faults, as we had in the third message for our Scry with me reading. So the first message says, you know, if we were going to relate to the charms already, inner dimension that is oscillating in a speed beyond that of the physical. So even if you're mindfully being still and present, there's things taking place on the act of your physical movement here in the 3D that is in other dimensions that are acting out, almost like a butterfly effect. Whatever moves you're making are creating big waves in the universe. At least that's what it sounds like. The second message we had is any expectation that our life should be run for us by others. I have a feeling that you've only moved at a pace that was comfortable for everybody else around you. And you never really knew what was good for yourself. You always sought to live life through others without addressing yourself and what your needs were. I feel like you shut off a part of yourself. So of course, so those could be complacent around you, and they'd be at peace around you. But in turn, I feel like you lost parts of your own life by doing this. We have an angel wing here. I feel like a lot of your path has been guided by the angelic realm, as well as you are being prepared for a divine intervention. Maybe it's an energy thing, I don't know, but I already got into this reading, and goodness. Oh, the universe be trying me sometimes. Okay, so the cards we got here before my phone rudely shut off was, let's see, we had indecision, which was the first card here. Indecision, I feel like you haven't really connected to yourself until recently, and this has put you in this kind of limbo state of what direction you need to go, because again, you've spent so much time listening to everybody else's ways and perspectives that you have yet to actually experience what it's like to make a truthful, heart-centered decision for yourself. You haven't really invested in yourself as much as you wanted. The next card we have is Healer of the Ages. This is something about the moment you choose to take a centered path is the moment you start to begin to heal. So I feel like a lot of the hindrance and part of your path when it comes to healing is based on the fact that, you haven't been so decisive with yourself. The garden and the gate. Here we have a woman literally waiting by the gate. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a little birdhouse up here. And, I feel like, with the bird flying to the house, it's about an opportunity taken. So the bird takes an opportunity to seek shelter in the birdhouse. So I feel like you've just been waiting on some sort of opportunity, but I don't think you should be waiting for too long, because when you wait, sometimes you outwait your blessings. Okay. So it's about being active with it. It's like a standby energy I'm getting here. The next card we have is walking away. So I have a strong feeling that you are being called to walk away from habits that no longer serve you. The next card we have was our old ways of, being. We had rest and rejuvenation, which was the next card. So this is something about walking away from things that don't benefit you energetically. You need to rest and rejuvenate in order to think clearly, in order to think straight. The next card we have is the third chakra, which is the solar plexus chakra. The solar plexus it's like a birthing center, even though it's like connected literally to your belly button area, like right above the navel and belly button area. The belly button area, when you think about it, it's the umbilical cord, right? So the umbilical cord is what connected us to our mothers and our mother's womb. But with the umbilical cord, if you think about the fibers of the umbilical cord, it's like a web. It's a turning fibrous web. And energetically, in shamanism, this web is something that helps us connect to the everyday experience here, right? This is what causes synchronicities. This is what induces miracles. This is what connects us to people, right? Connects us to our tribe, to our soul family, to, people who we are meant to connect with in this lifetime. The next card we had was attachment. So yes, you're being asked to walk away from the false self. This is the mask. In this card, literally the lady's holding a mask. So this tells me about, your decision is going to be based on unveiling the parts of yourself that you wish to no longer endure. Okay. We have caring connections here. As I was saying with this, is definitely caring. There's people around you that want to help. There's people that the universe wants to send to you to help you connect, with this more truthful path of the self. The universe wants to bring you people who are going to aid in your path. And I feel like you also have admirers as well. And you don't know who they are just yet, because simply in this card, they're behind you, right? We have the thinking man. Okay, so yeah, this most likely could be a romantic connection coming your way, or it could be a platonic connection coming your way. Either way, there's this familiarity with this person. If you're a woman, if you're a man, it's all energy, really. So it could be anything, really. You could be a man with feminine energy, man with masculine energy. You can be a woman with masculine energy, feminine energy. Then again, we embody both. All of us do, but one's more dominant than the other. Okay. So there's definitely someone here with the masculine energy that has their eyes on you. Okay, woman holding a heart. Why? Because you have already shown, because you've already, I feel like if you not have already done it, made this decision for yourself to walk towards your healing, this in turn tells the universe that you love yourself enough to attract in, you know, a potential partner or a friend, you know, somebody, or even a mentor who wants to be a part of your healing journey. They see that love you have for yourself, right? Whatever we send out, whatever we put out, or even give to ourselves, we in turn send that message out to the divine. Financial constraints. So I feel like a lot of the reason why you haven't made decisions for yourself or invested in yourself is because you have yet to actually put into, you know, consideration that you need to save up. And I know this is like, it's not a soulful thing to be talking about like money, 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 but there's a stigma behind money. Money isn't a bad thing. It's about how you view the energy of money, right? Money. Okay, I guess we're gonna have a new word now. Money is an energy that fuels this world in this lifetime that we live in. So to have a stigmatized view towards it simply because it doesn't seem spiritual is only hindering your path. I'm sure there's experiences that you've been wanting to experience, but you have yet to do it, or yet to experience much, because of this limited viewpoint you have about money. And whether it's feeding yourself beliefs that, you know, you don't have enough, or, you know, you wish you had enough, or, you know, you have this hopeful view about money, but you're not actually putting the physicality into savings, then there's a reason why things haven't set off the way they have, why you haven't made this connection yet, you know, and why you still hold on to these elusive attachments, right? But I don't see you having to worry about that any longer, because we have the victory card. So I do see that there's going to be a shift here when it comes to your finances, as well as your interpersonal connections. Yeah, deceit, definitely. So deceit is basically it's basically telling me to tell you, the universe is telling me to tell you, please don't trick yourself into believing that these attachments, the ways that you viewed the world once before, is good for you, because everything has a timing. You know, whether it comes to our connections, our relationships, whether it comes to our connection with money, whether it comes to our connections with self, everything has a timing. Everything is in a cycle. It's a big ass wheel that keeps going around and around and around. No matter what happens, everything just comes right back to center. Okay? And then we have cornucopia. So I definitely feel like the universe wants to bless you, and you have to allow it. You know, you have to allow it to come forth. Any more messages? This is going to be the last card for this reading before we close out this card with the reading. Whoa. And they're falling on the ground again. You know, all these cards actually fell on the ground. And I was saying, you know, there must be something about that. Because you have the lower world, the middle world, which is our world. And then you have the upper worlds, right? So with the lower worlds, this is where the subconscious births into reality, right? This is where ideas come from. This is where inventions come from. This is where a lot of the things that we have in this world, like even this, right, comes from. Is from ideas from the subconscious. So a lot of these cards are telling me, especially since most of these fell on the ground, which I didn't catch on camera because the camera shut off, is that this is a subconscious healing taking on its path. It's not meant to be literal, but it's meant to be felt and understood. The subconscious rules your root chakra, your sacral, and your solar. Okay, the middle world is your heart chakra and your throat chakra, right? The physical here, feeling, speaking, feeling, right? Then we have the upper world's third eye and crown and so forth, all your other chakras, right? We have the second chakra right here. Basically going to type this reading. I definitely feel you should be working with crystals that help with the sacral as well as the solar plexus. So we have like sunstone, citrine, red jasper as well for like the root chakra. I'm hearing like working with certain affirmations that can help secure and ground yourself to the subconscious so you can further induce this healing. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that's all the messages we have for this Scry With Me reading. Thank you so much, Seeker, for joining us for this week for this Scry With Me reading. If you would like to book a more personal reading, services are available. Just go ahead and click in the link in the bio down below. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you. Okay, y'all take care, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.